What's up, brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa, and with me, as always, the great and powerful, it's Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
We're essentially wearing the same outfit. Did you notice that?
I didn't, but are we best friends?
Tonight's brew, don't tell anybody,
Okay.
is the Pillmeier Bräu. I hope I said that correctly.
You did, I believe.
Seems pretty phonetic, I
Yeah.
guess. From Weizen? Weizen?
Take that, reverse it.
Take that, flip it, and reverse it?
It's the Weizen
Weizen.
from
Weizen from Weizen?
Pillmeier Bräu.
Oh.
You see?
I see. Well, Obi's going to have a lot about this after the break. What's on tap for tonight? Well, we don't really do a Grammys recap on this show as much anymore.
Yeah.
Unless some things happened that beg to be spoken about.
Sure.
And Benito, being the big winner from the Grammys, begs to be spoken about.
The old Bad Bunny sweep.
So we're going to talk about that. And other things that happened during the Grammys. Because it was chock full of news and things.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We also have a couple of somewhat apologies. I mean, one was a full-out apology. That was Ye coming out and putting out a full-page apology for basically his entire run for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
In the Wall Street Journal, if I'm not mistaken.
Full mea culpa, as they say.
Yes. Explaining some things, apologizing, and sure, we certainly have some thoughts on it. Because this is not the first time he's apologized.
It won't be the last.
Probably not. And also, at the same time, we have, I wouldn't even call it really an apology as much as just an update on Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Disgraced author, one of my former favorites.
And what a disgrace he is.
Oh my God, I almost don't want to talk about it. But yeah, he finally came up for air and said some things.
Yeah.
That we will also certainly get into.
Yeah, that, and we'll see where else we go.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we got to crack this beer open and we got to taste it. This is episode 484 of the One Beer In podcast.
Ooh.
Okay.
It smells like Germany.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where I fit in. Yes,
I think that's got him out of overported, actually.
That looks beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay. While you finish that up, I guess I should give a little bit of background on this beer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Martin, our friend from Germany, who now lives in sunny Central Florida. He brought this back for me, and therefore for us. Celine, I'm sorry you didn't get a beer.
I don't know why I thought that would work.
Make more noise! More noise! She'll be fine. Her mom is not home right now. She's a little upset. But yes, this was brought directly from the source in Germany from our good friend Martin. So shout out to Martin.
Shout out to Martin.
Maybe we'll be able to get you on the show at some point to speak about your German beer knowledge.
Hell yeah.
But yes, without further ado, let's clink them and drink them. I am thirsty. Yeah, that's nice.
Pretty good.
That's nice.
Pretty good.
Nice. So there's not much of a cold read on the bottle, and it also doesn't help that it's all in German.
Yeah.
But I did take some photos and put it into my Google Translate, as one does. And it says that it is a wheat beer, unfiltered and naturally flavored, top fermented beer. Ingredients are water, wheat, malt, barley, hops, and yeast.
Don't worry. I'll I'll translate it into dog for you.
Thank you so much. Store in a cool, dark place. Original gravity is 12%. ABV is 5%. And that's pretty much all I have from the bottle. But I do have information about the brewery itself, which I found kind of interesting. So their story, and excuse the pronunciation, right in Langquad, in the heart of Lauber Valley, 6 proud brewers once brewed their fine beers. At that time, the town functioned as its own hop-growing district within the world-famous Hallertau region. Unfortunately, in recent decades, neither one of these breweries nor any active hop growers have survived. But their project is, after this long time, we have revived the beer culture in beautiful Langquad. We realized the project of building a specialty brewery. An existing building from a former farm was transformed into an extravagant brewhouse with a tap room. During guided tours, visitors can learn about the entire brewing process in the brewhouse and the adjacent fermentation and storage cellar. In the open fermentation tank, you can watch the yeast at work and admire the head. Admire the head, Marco. Just a few steps away, the various beers can be sampled during their maturation phase and tasted together with the brewer. The beautiful town of Langquad finally has a local brewery again, offering particularly authentic beer styles.
All right.
And they're located in Rottenburg. Don't know that letter. I'm so sorry. But it's in Rottenburg in Langquad, Germany. Check them out.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
You tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Go get them, girls.
Yes, which it is in the Bavarian region, if you're not familiar.
You got all that from Google Translate?
Yes, and it's north of Munich. Just so you know.
All right. Well, this is the One Beer In podcast, the podcast where 2 brews, I guess 3 brews, crack open a brew, and we see where that one brew takes us. I'm Marco. That's Adam.
Mm-hmm.
He already told you about the beer, so let's get crack-a-lacking. First things first, I need a segment. Need a name for this segment.
Okay.
Some kind of like, what's really grinding my gears.
Yeah.
Something like, what's really grinding my malt. What's really mashing my malt mash.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was a malty mash.
I'll keep workshopping.
Yeah.
We'll come up with something. But I was on Instagram the other day, as one does. Oh, by the way, for anybody who's keeping up, I deleted TikTok. So I'm working my way towards weaning myself off of all of these things. And what I've done now is just doubled the amount of time I'm on Instagram.
Of course. Yeah.
And
You've centralized your addiction.
well, and I've caught myself watching YouTube Shorts, and I was like, I'm not this low. I am not this low.
Yeah.
So I stopped with that. And I'm, you just scrolling as one does, and the AI thing has become like, it is. I'm now seeing friends who I thought would never be capable of I don't know,
Falling for these things?
I get not
Being duped?
well, no, it's not that they're being duped by fake videos. It's that they're using the technology for like dumb stuff.
Oh.
You can tell. Like I have friends who use it for when ChatGPT and all those programs like popped up at the same time, and everybody was like, "Oh, I could make myself a sorcerer, and I could make myself an eagle."
This is so cool, isn't it?
And everybody changed their profile picture for a little bit to some kind of AI artwork thing.
Yeah.
And then most of us came to our senses. We didn't do that, by the way.
No.
Just want to let you guys know. You guys did that.
It wasn't us.
We didn't do that shit. But most of y'all came to your senses after a while. And I just feel like in a very short amount of time, it's kind of swung back a little bit. And now people kind of don't really give a fuck about certain things. You talk to somebody about the environmental hazards of AI technology.
They don't care.
Well, they hear you. It doesn't really change how they feel about it, but at least You talk to somebody about it, and they're like, "Oh man, that's devastating." And then you go on their Instagram,
Anyway,
and they're watching AI videos, they're sharing AI videos, or they're using AI technology for the dumbest of reasons.
yeah.
And that leads me to our boy,
Ya boy.
Shaquille O'Neal. I'm trying to pull up his Instagram. Love Shaq,
Yeah.
as most of us in the O-Town have learned to forgive and forget,
Yeah.
and kind of come back around on the guy. Everybody knows him. I don't think I have to explain to you guys, the context of this. I'm going on his Instagram. I wasn't even actually going on his Instagram. I was just scrolling, and I just found this haunting. Which one was it? It was this one. All right, I'm going to play this on mic so you can hear.
Children need warm clothes and blankets to protect them from the cold. The simplest things can make a huge difference in their lives. Whoever can help or contribute, God does not waste the reward of those who do good. Today, children need
Now, are you watching? Like,
blankets to protect them from
That is not Shaq.
no, it's just.
whoever can help or contribute. God does not waste the reward of those who do good. Today, children.
But it's he has a whole page called Shaq the Professor. A whole other page of just AI generated videos.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
The horrors that we're seeing.
And I'm like, that's the future.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at. That's what's going to happen, because that's the kind of shit that, like, people, normal, regular people are going to get their hands on that kind of stuff. And, like, it just gave me a glimpse into the next 5 years, essentially. Like, when our grandparents, or even just our parents, because when they get a hold of this kind of stuff, they're not going to know. This is what's going to be funny to them. They're just going to be doing these kinds of videos and be like, Marco, look, I turned myself, I made myself dance.
Yeah.
And then they're going to send it to you. And I'm like, you burned down. I commented on that. and I said, before I unfollowed him, and I was like, you just chopped down a whole rainforest for a 10-second video that you could have done.
I gotta
in
be
your
honest,
sleep.
I don't care.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck. And that's it. It's just, man, my grandfather, he's been duped multiple times. He's gotten duped by scam calls. He's gotten duped by emails, and they basically just keep robbing him.
Yeah.
And he just keeps falling for it. You get an email that's like, if you don't pay for, the classic like Norton antivirus thing.
I didn't order this though.
Yeah. And these things are getting really, really sophisticated. Like, these kind of scam things. Like, they're figuring out how to use technology. Like, if they can pull stuff about you or your family and use it, they will. And it's scaring older people, because they don't know the difference.
No.
My mom calls me all the time, and she'll forward me emails and be like, "Is this real? Do I have to do something about this?" I'm like, no. It's misspelled.
Yeah.
It's coming from some random. Look at the email. The email is just some random group of numbers.
Yeah.
You can't respond to the email. There's so many telltale signs. But the older you get, the less you're looking for shit like that.
And I've heard actually from like security experts that is a feature, not a bug, of the scam.
Yeah.
Because they know that if somebody replies to it, they aren't being that careful, or they don't know what to look for.
Right.
So therefore, they are a mark.
Right.
So, yeah. But on top of that, because things are getting more sophisticated, and they're actually like, spoofing your voice.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And your number, like, they are able to get this entirely new audience of people that ordinarily maybe wouldn't have fallen for it, but now will, because AI technology is getting to that place. Mm-hmm. So,
and who's not helping matters?
Shaquille
O'Neal. So I saw that, and I was just like, it just made me so angry.
It doesn't even sound like him.
It doesn't sound like him. It doesn't really look like him. It looks like a guy who kind of looks like Shaq, And that's what's so fucked up about it too. Is like he did this thing of him. Why even if I mean Shaq's an old guy.
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that Shaq thinks is funny.
Yeah.
He has a weird old guy sense of humor.
Yeah. He is Unk.
Why couldn't he just do that? There is nothing in this world stopping him from just... He wears a suit every day.
Yeah.
He always... Like, he has a TV show where he wears a suit.
He couldn't get a green screen and put that background
No.
behind him.
And the comments, well done, Whitney. Hey, hearts, gentle giant. What does that even mean? Are these bots commenting
It
on...
sounds like it.
This looks like a bot account, actually. It is a bunch of AI. So it's a bot account
Dead internet
commenting
theory.
on... Yeah, man. Best AI I've ever seen. What?
With 10 likes.
What? I don't think that's AI, but I could be wrong. You don't think that's AI? Shaq, laughing emoji. We do love you, Shaq. Heart, like, so. I don't know, man. It just feels we're definitely fighting a losing battle.
Can I say unks and aunties are washed?
They're washed.
Yeah.
They're chopped, and so on and so
Chat.
forth. Chat.
Are we washed? Are we unk?
All right. So that's. I just needed to get that off my chest.
Oh, brother.
We can move on, okay?
Celine.
I get it. You don't want to talk about Shaq anymore.
He's
we can
far
move
too
on.
large.
Yeah.
He scares her.
Dude, can you imagine if he walked into this apartment?
He could swallow her in one bite.
She'd fucking... I think she'd melt into a puddle. Just, no. Just standing over her. All right. Let's get into some real shit.
Okay.
Some real shit, all right?
Okay.
Let's talk about the Grammys.
The Grammys.
Let's talk about them, all right? Let's talk about them.
Yeah.
So the Grammys happened last weekend or the weekend before last? Can't remember.
It was
I think
last.
it was last weekend.
Yeah.
And not a lot of shockers. There was a lot of stuff that, like, I mean, I don't know. I could have told you. I predicted a couple of them.
Yeah.
Just from a preliminary look at the nominees. I hoped that Clips would have won Best Rap Album, but it very clearly was going to go to Kendrick.
Yeah.
And it did, because it had to.
Mhm.
Gen X, he just was having a year, and you have to just kind of give it to him.
He had an extended moment.
I was surprised that they won that Kendrick won Record of the Year with Luther. I thought that was crazy. But the biggest surprise, and by the way, we know that Pusha T was mentioned in the Epstein files. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not lost on us. You don't have
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Don't bring it up
And
in
Jay-Z.
the comments as if we don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
It just really, at this point, there's not much to say outside of, like, okay. Now, what does that mean going for, like, is he hasn't acknowledged it yet, so that's number one. Number two, are they going to get charged? Is anything going to come of this? What is going to come of anything in these files? Probably
If-
nothing.
I was going to say, if anything. And the...
Is a mention of being in the files enough to denigrate you? And I don't know the full context, so I'm not going to speak on that part.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't...
I didn't read
At least for now,
3 million pages yet.
it doesn't seem to have affected much of anything, because obviously they performed at the Grammys.
Well, I
and-
see people commenting in his Instagram a bunch of when the news broke. All I saw was people going, "You in the files, bro? They got you. You're in them. You're in the
Yeah.
files."
And I'm sure the Drake fans are rejoicing.
Oh
at
yeah,
this
yeah.
news.
Definitely saw a bunch of people
Yeah.
going like, "You're weird. You're a whole weirdo." I don't think anything is gonna come of it as far as entertainment is concerned, because if what's really going on is what's really going on, and there is this cabal of the elite who are, I don't know what I can say on YouTube, because I was about to really go in just now.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna leave it alone. But
Okay.
you know what I was about to say. Then it's run by the Hollywood elite, and nothing's gonna happen because they'd just be killing their own, or they might use Clips and people like Clips to
As scapegoats?
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe in the next like couple of weeks, more stuff comes out. We get more stuff. I'm not sitting here saying like, hey, Pusha T's one of my favorite rappers. There's no way he could have been in those files. If he's in those files, he got to go like the rest of them.
They all got to go.
You know?
Yeah, I will say I did look into the allegation itself, and it seems to implicate him very early on in Clips's career.
Yeah.
Which doesn't, along with the allegations against Jay-Z,
I read those.
Don't seem to really add up with them being elites at that level.
Yeah.
Because it implicates that the both of them were deeply entwined with Epstein at a very early moment of their careers.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not true, but it just comes off as a little counterintuitive.
All of it's a little weird. I mean, Pusha's one thing because like so early on in their career, they just were not famous enough. Jay-Z's a little different because I don't know, man. He's done some questionable stuff.
Oh, sure, but I think
his whole career.
I think it implicated him as early as like '96.
Yeah, and that's crazy because
what?
he was like Reasonable Doubt came out in '96. So.
Yeah,
unless we're to believe
they scooped him right up.
Yeah,
you're gonna be big,
right? And they were like, they had him do the ritual.
They groomed him to become Jay-Z that we know and love now. Yeah. He was a chosen one.
I don't know.
Follow the money. Follow the money.
It's all weird, man.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I don't know.
Very strange.
Been seeing a lot of these memes where they're like, the conspiracy theorists right now, and they're all just like, just triumphant, essentially.
But they're not, though, because they're not doing anything. They're sitting back and like not saying anything about it.
Yeah, no, they're not. But basically, they're just like,
told you,
told you so. Yeah, they're having their victory lap.
But I saw a counter to this, which is within the latest release. There was a clear conspiracy that Epstein and others enacted in order to start the entire Pizzagate and Gamergate thing to begin with.
Wow.
So they were really the puppets.
Yeah, they got as well,
and they got got.
Yeah,
they're the ones who got got.
Yeah.
So
the only thing that we can agree upon right now is that
somebody got to go.
Somebody. Well, yeah, number one.
Yeah,
and number two, Elon Musk is even bigger loser than we thought he was. I mean, imagine.
You're too much of a loser for Epstein? Wow.
Begging to go to the island.
I do know that one of those emails was fake.
Which one?
I think it was the one where he said, like, what was that, like millennial slang? Like, milady or something. I forget exactly what they were quoting of him saying.
I don't even think I saw that one.
There was one that came off as like he said like la party or something. Or no, I'm very excited.
Okay, that one was fake.
That was a fake one. Yeah.
Well,
apparently
not really that far off from what he was actually saying. If that one was fake, I don't know. I don't. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Speaking of celebrities,
we could spend we could do a whole podcast on. But this isn't the Epstein Files. Podcast.
Nah. Thank God.
Oh, we're talking about the Grammys.
Yeah.
Isn't that more fun, guys?
You know who wasn't on the list? Bad Bunny. Benito.
And he took home the Album of the Year Grammy.
Yeah.
First album to be a full, well, not native or not American. I guess American English album to win the Album of the Year Grammy. First Spanish speaking.
The first, I think they called it fully Spanish language album.
Yeah.
To win a Grammy.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Or to win a Grammy for Album of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm sure there's probably some like instrumental albums that have won.
Sure. Certainly.
Yeah, some like jazz albums.
Well, I mean, there's an entire categories for like world music / Latin that they just cram into.
But not Album of the Year.
Not Album of the Year.
Album of the Year. Mm-mm. So he's taken home the Grammy for Album of the Year.
Yep.
And parlaying that right into the performance of a lifetime. I mean, Benito, bro, having a Having a year.
An extended moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of moments, like Kendrick had, I feel like this is now it's transitioned into Benito's moment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. I think he's gonna hit the peak after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where he goes from here. Because what do you do after this?
I mean, he's
still touring,
He's
I
at
think,
the very peak of music at this point. Super Bowl halftime show, album of the year Grammy. I mean, you as far as commercial music is concerned, you can't get any bigger.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What is that? I want to know what even a fraction of that feels like. You know, what does it feel like to be at the top of the mountain and just go? There's no higher summit.
It has to be overwhelming when he's been doing it for as long as he has.
Throw something at her.
But he's not like a spring chicken. He's been making albums for a while now.
Yeah.
And has only gotten more and more successful over time.
Yeah.
So for it to, especially in the past 3 years, really crescendo into this moment from his last album and this album specifically, I mean, it just has to be insane. And to make the right call for the moment time after time again to end up in this place.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. He has made the right decision pretty much every time that he can to keep building on each tier that he's gotten to.
Yeah.
He's made the right call to get to that next level.
Yeah. And ingratiate himself to audiences worldwide.
Yeah. I mean, even doing the stuff in WWE.
Yeah.
All right, I can't do it. It's gonna keep.
What are you barking at? She can't hear.
I know.
You want to grab her a bone? Celine.
She's just gonna keep running. She's getting under you. Get that bitch. Oh, come here. All right, here you go. Okay.
And we're back. Why are you being so annoying? Okay. Great, thank you. Yes. I mean, just the fact that it seems like he's not bending to the pressure of the moment. It seems like he's meeting the moment.
Yeah.
And kind of doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And that's
well,
really...
he's starring in movies too. Like he's he's literally doing everything. I mean, he's having a video game level of success.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. It's it really is, where do you go from here? How do you surpass this moment?
Yeah. And at least for now, being very principled about it too, and standing on what he clearly believes.
Yeah.
Including not touring the U.S. because he doesn't like the current administration's, ICE presence and whatnot, and the dangers it poses to.
And the fact that he
so
can
many
choose
people.
to do something like that, and he's just yeah, I mean, I'll be all right.
And still getting the slot for the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I don't see a bigger win. I mean, see a bigger win than that.
There's people in better positions than him, financially anyway, that are not nearly as principled.
Yeah, of course not.
And it's just it's good to see an artist, because we've gotten to a point now where it's I'm not hanging my hat on any of these guys. I mean, Pusha T's in the Epstein files. So I don't look up to any of these guys. I'm too old to be looking up to people like this. But
way too tall.
Way too tall. Yeah. But I'm just, it's nice. It's just nice to see a guy with that level of success still kind of feels still make the right decision when the time comes for it.
Yeah.
That's,
and seemingly doing so with humility.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, hopefully he can maintain it. I haven't seen an artist who has been able to maintain that.
No, as far as his morals, I don't know. But as far as this level of success, no
way.
This will be the biggest. This will be the biggest year of his career for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and then again, he could come back and like do it again. I mean, it wasn't until recently that it wasn't unheard of for a big artist to also enjoy critical success consistently.
Yeah.
Like, you know, musicians used to put albums out and then like they would be in the running for album of the year. Whenever they put something out, it was just like, you know, that's in the 80s and 90s, like 70s, 80s, more like 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
This was like a clear, you know, Stevie Wonder would put an album out and it'd be like, it's probably going to
Yeah.
get the Grammy, you know?
Oh, you mean the new classic?
Yeah.
Cool.
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yeah, of course.
You know, these guys would just, it was just part of the conversation. And if they got beat by some weird folk artist or something, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Now, you know, outside of Taylor Swift, essentially,
Yeah.
anytime somebody not named Taylor Swift wins, you're like, what? Like, who were these other nominees? This will be.
Oh, Lord.
I'm actually surprised that Let God Sort 'Em Out got nominated for Album of the Year. That's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah. Very, very big for not a hugely mainstream album.
Yeah. So you got Justin Bieber's Swag, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter.
Which, well, let me pause you there.
Yeah.
I thought Swag didn't get really good reception when it came out.
It did. Yeah. What? Yeah, that one got...
Maybe not in my circles.
I don't know what circles you're running in.
Yeah. The anti-Swag crowd.
The first Swag, I think he released another one that wasn't as well received.
Maybe that's what I saw.
But yeah, that first one, there was like a surprise release, and he worked with like I was going to say MGK, MKG.
Uh-huh.
But by the way, your fault, MKG, not
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
To have your name that close to such a fucking dweeb. MKG, Dijon, having those guys work on the album, that was like, oh, people were like, oh shit, he's actually like taking this seriously. I still haven't listened to it because I have zero interest in listening to Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I mean, same. Not for me.
Because like, I mean, I just kind of feel like the idea of selling me on the album by saying MKG produced it. I'm like, well, I like MKG and I'll just listen to his stuff. I'm like, well, what about Dijon? And I'm like, well, I like Dijon. I'll just listen to his albums.
Yeah, you go straight to the source.
Yeah.
You don't need them working with somebody to listen to them.
Yeah. Then you got Mayhem by Lady Gaga, which I didn't even know was out. GNX by Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
Mutt by Leon Thomas. Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. And, of course, the winner, I'm not going to say it because I
Do
can't.
it.
Debí tirar más fotos.
There you go. Perfect.
What does that mean?
I should have taken more pictures.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes
Because
sense.
it's a nostalgic album,
Yeah.
basically. Saying, you should appreciate the moments.
Even that's a good album title, man. Like, God, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great concept.
Wasn't the only thing that happened at the Grammys, though. We had some more controversies. Controversies. Number one being like, if you guys were wondering about how Jelly Roll feels about what's going on,
Look elsewhere, my friend. Because he ain't telling.
he ain't telling. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Not yet. We're gonna find out in the next couple of days, I guess. You know what he's doing, right? He's gearing up for like a single or an album or something.
Yeah.
Where he has a political song, quote unquote, where he basically says nothing. Or basically it's like we all need to come together.
You mean every Jelly Roll song?
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not shocked, but I'm just a little, I don't know, taken aback by his level of success. I mean, he's just such a ho-hum, nothing artist.
Yeah.
And I don't know what people see in him that has gotten him to this level of success. I think it's crazy that he's now like a big mainstream artist. And maybe it's because he looks the way that he does and he's a country singer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that he looks like a far more interesting artist than he is. And people really hang their hat on that. And his story, it's a great story. Rags to riches. He came through the struggle and, found success, and, he's this godly man, and he's seems really down to earth, and people really gravitate towards that personality, and I get it.
Yeah.
But
he's never going to have that level of success as a rapper.
No,
I think also
certainly
people
not.
just don't want to acknowledge the fact that Jelly Roll is a rap name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if he had made the decisions that he made, he wouldn't be nearly as successful if he didn't have aspirations to be a big rapper first.
Yeah.
His name, the tattoos, like the way that he looks,
His aesthetic.
because he was trying to be a rapper. He was following that thing.
Yeah.
And then he changed gears, and now he's making country music. And it's like you're right. I think people looked at the aesthetic and the music that was coming out of that aesthetic, and they're like, "Oh, it's the same thing with Post Malone. Like they look exactly the same.
Yeah,
he's just like if."
Hey, Mr. Roll has lost a lot of weight. Okay,
he has. He's
slimming down. He's trimming up.
He's trimming up.
Yeah,
he's not. He's gonna have to change his name pretty soon.
It's true. Yeah.
And that's only. I mean, he can call himself Jelly Roll because he was a big old fat guy.
Right.
And I saw a clip from back in the day when he was a rapper, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really funny. All white guys grow their hair out, and then they'll have braids, and they have like the pencil thin mustache and like the goatee, and they all rap exactly the same. And then at some point they come to their senses and they're like, you know what? This isn't me. It never was me.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do country music.
And then they blow up.
Here's the thing. I don't know how people like that so effortlessly, way less effort than me trying to pronounce the word effortlessly, can go from trying to be, like a underground rapper to being a massive mainstream country singer. Because I mean, we can all make our jokes and like, I ride my big wheel. Blah, blah, blah. You can do that, right? But it does take a level of some kind of talent to make a good song. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any genre. So it does take a little bit of talent and a little bit of, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is you either have to have a massive machine behind you that will enable you to just kind of move in and out of these genres, or you was never really about that life in the first place, and it comes easier to you because that's what you were always on. You grew up on that shit, and the rap thing was just you kind of slumming it and rebelling against whatever thing you thought you weren't supposed to be.
It's definitely suspect when you can drop it so easily.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's because it's not who you are. It's not who you actually are, and I think that's what people don't understand when we criticize people like Lady Gaga, not Lady Gaga,
I would never.
No. Hannah Montana. What's her name?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. When you criticize people like Miley Cyrus or Jelly Roll or Post Malone, all these, or Kid Rock to
Yeah.
the
It's more Limp Bizkit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was pretty lame.
Yeah.
And to Fred Durst's credit, he's kind of stayed. He looks weird. He looks weird as shit now, but he's still doing the Limp Bizkit thing.
Still doing the Limp Bizkit thing.
He's stayed true to himself. Whatever that means, he has stayed true to it, and I appreciate that.
Stayed limp.
He stayed limp. I think people aren't appreciating why it's so fucked up to see someone so easily drop the act, quote unquote.
And this may be a bit conspiratorial, but I think there's something inherent in that switch that drives white people crazy. That they're like, thank God you found the light.
Oh, they love to see it. Yeah,
the transition specifically from quote unquote urban music to something like rock or country.
Yeah.
That they're like, oh yeah, you should have been doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
I love that music, man.
Well,
You know?
they relate to it because a lot of white people grow up, and they grow up around black people. They go to college. They're listening to hip hop.
They grow out of it.
They grow out of it,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
right.
And then when they're adults, they're like, yeah, that was a phase. That was like back in high school. Like, yeah, I used to love listening to Lil Wayne back in high school.
Right.
And then they grow up and they listen to adult music like Jelly Roll.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And
it's more mature.
Yeah. And I think that they relate to it. They relate to his story not just because it's a rags to riches story, but because they see themselves in that shit. They did the same thing. There's
Raps to riches.
raps to riches. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people that I even know personally that was like, this was never in you. This is never who you really were. You were having fun and whatnot. And I don't care if Jelly Roll and all these other guys. I don't care if they just decide like, you know what, I'm going to do country music.
Yeah.
Plenty of people change genres.
Sure.
It's just their attitude towards their past.
Yeah, I mean, it can be impressive that you're so adept at these different styles that you can kind of switch between them.
Yeah,
but the fact that so much of their story tends to be like, I straightened out and I grew up and now I'm making this music instead.
Right. I grew out of that. That's in the past, and that's when I was doing drugs.
Hip hop's too limiting for me.
Making mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing this thing, and I feel so much more free.
Yeah. All right, man.
Cool, dude.
Happy for you.
Well, those doors wouldn't have opened
if you didn't do that first.
because, by the way, you weren't good enough as a rapper.
Right.
Post Malone wasn't good enough as a urban artist or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus was not good enough at what the fuck she was doing. That's why they switch and move on to this other shit. It's not even to say that they don't have talent. Miley Cyrus can sing.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
she wasn't good enough at the thing that she was trying to do.
Well, and she did like a poppy country thing when she first started, too.
Yeah.
And then
That was her whole aesthetic. And then when she was trying to show Daddy that she doesn't...
show she's mature.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
None of y'all can hold a candle to Billy Woods.
What?
I said none of them can hold a candle to Billy Woods.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or even Bad Bunny.
Baboni.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And that's why
you don't
he
even
wins-
know what he's saying.
Exactly. And that's why he wins Album of the Year. Jelly Roll never sniff.
No. I mean, he also won a Grammy, but...
What did he win a Grammy for?
Beats me. I'll find him. Don't worry. Jelly
I'll find
Roll.
He's hard to miss.
Boom! Oh! He won for Best Country Duo and Group Performance for Amen with Shabuzi. And then also won for Best Contemporary Country Album for Beautifully Broken.
God, that's such a lame title.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't like Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't like Jelly Roll.
Yes. He was
I've
also...
known about Jelly Roll since I was like 17.
Yeah.
I used to, like, I knew a guy. I'm going to name drop him. His name was John Young.
Yeah.
Ryan. Shout out to John Young.
Yes.
My boy. He was on all of those, like, Southern white rappers. Because he was a Southern white rapper.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there's a correlation there.
It takes one to know one.
All due respect. But that's how I found out about, like, Haystack and Lil White and
Lil White.
Jelly Roll.
I haven't heard that name in years.
And they featured on, like, 3 6 Mafia
Of course,
albums and stuff like that. And they got shown a lot of love because it seemed like they were about the culture. And then you find out that, 10 years later, he's slimming down. He's got face tattoos, but he's got an album called Beautifully Broken. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah. You know who didn't do that? Paul Wall, baby.
Never left.
Nope.
Never left. It's Power Wow, baby. What you know about me? Come on.
Holla at me.
You gotta respect it.
All timer.
You gotta respect that Paul Wall never decided, you know what I'm gonna do? It's this big old fucking, I'm gonna take these things out and I'm gonna make a country album.
God, I need a favor.
Is that a Jelly Roll song?
Yeah, it is. yeah.
Like, that didn't even sound real.
Yeah, no, it is.
Was that a Shaquille O'Neal AI video?
Yes.
God, I need a favor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to that album, Beautifully Beautifully Broken, and I'll get back to you guys.
Okay.
Give my thoughts on it.
I'll do the same. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's commit to it.
Yeah. See how that
Commit
actually.
to Jelly Roll listen.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. About enough of Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Let's move on to even lighter topics. Evil men asking for forgiveness. No, I wouldn't call them evil. Well, Neil Gaiman may be evil.
Could be. Could be. Might be, if allegations are true.
Kanye might just be broken. Beautifully broken.
Beautifully broken. Yes. The Kanye West story.
All right. Let's start with Neil Gaiman.
Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know, Neil Gaiman, very famous, one of the most famous fantasy writers of modern times, he caught some allegations along with his ex-wife.
And he did.
And it included multiple reports of abusive behavior and unwanted sexual advances and forceful sex. We're not going to do many other words like that.
You know
what I mean.
Yeah.
All of which he has denied vehemently, saying that, he was thoughtless in his relationships. He and his wife, or ex-wife, I should say, had an open relationship. So, they saw other people, but he did not prioritize their hearts and, was thoughtless as far as how he went about his perusing of different ladies, but was never did anything without consent. And he says that he has the proof via text messages and emails, etc., etc. Anyway, he says all this and then falls off the face of the planet. That was until last week, where he came out with his first statement since all this went down. And essentially, he's blaming his current predicament on journalists. You can read his full statement. It's out there. I'm not going to waste airtime on reading it out to you. But in essence, he says this is a smear campaign, that journalists essentially took the story and ran with it because it generated clicks, and that there are still some good journalists out there, including some blogger that he found that wrote an article titled "Neil Gaiman is Innocent." So he caps off this non-apology, non-explanation by saying, "Oh, and by the way, I've been writing again, and guess what? It's turning out to be a big one. So you guys just wait.
Yeah,
it's going to be huge,
huge."
And that's where he caps it off. And I, as a former fan of Neil Gaiman, want to throw up in my lap. I don't know what would possess someone in his position to try to essentially gaslight his former audience into thinking that anything is different and that the blame is with the journalists. Because to my knowledge, and audience, correct me if I'm wrong, he has not come forward with anything that is provably against the evidence and the allegations that have been posed against him.
Right. He hasn't brought out any of his so-called evidence.
I haven't seen anything that has moved the needle for me even a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen some of the emails that he's talking about, and they do sound like someone that's engaged in a relationship instead of someone who's just attacked. But again, that's super common when someone's uncomfortable and they don't realize maybe that they have just been through something horrible.
Right.
So long story short, I don't think this is the right way to go about it.
No.
And I don't think it's going to bring back any of his old fans. If they weren't already gone,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure there's a small portion of people who is like ride or die.
There always
still.
is.
Yeah. But I'm not one of those. And I think the vast majority of the audience will choose not to come back once he does finish his next great piece of art, as he said. So, yeah. Were you able to see that post at all?
Not his post, no.
Okay.
I think it's... You mean his most recent one, right?
Yeah, the most recent one.
I think it's incredibly... the audacity of somebody like that to be like, I'm back. It was all bullshit. I'm not going to say why or how. Also, I've been working on some stuff. You guys are going to be super excited about this. I mean, did he fall and bump his fucking head?
So tone deaf.
I mean, couldn't be more tone deaf.
Get excited.
Get excited. I'm back. I know you guys have been waiting on my next novel.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's I mean, but that's what we're living through right now. Is we have at our fingertips the most advanced technology that human beings can like hold in their hands, and people like Neil Gaiman think that like you're just going to, I mean, maybe because we are inundated with so much shit that maybe he thinks he can just kind of slip in, you know, like the code of the Matrix is falling down the screen and he can just kind of like weave in there,
back. Yeah,
and act like none of this.
No, we didn't forget. Yeah. It is so unbelievably tone deaf that I personally felt like he thought I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Because I'm the audience that he's trying to trick with this post.
Yes, he's literally calling the audience stupid. He's like, well, you guys aren't going to ask about that. You guys aren't even going to remember shit like that. We're going to move right along, pretend like this didn't happen. Now, I will say Kanye didn't do that.
He did not.
Kanye's was more of a pretty sincere apology, albeit ill-timed and maybe too late. I know for a lot of people it's too late.
Yeah.
I know for a lot of people they read that and they were like, again? Like, how many times are we going to do this whole song and dance?
Yeah.
His was, and again, you can look it up. We don't have time to sit here and read the whole statement. It's a long statement.
It is, yeah.
But essentially, the cliff notes, if you will, are that he recognizes that he made a lot of mistakes in the past couple of years, and he chalks it up in large part to the car accident, the famous car accident that really skyrocketed him to fame because he parlayed his injuries into, you know, a career.
His first major single through the wire.
He claims that he was so focused on, and this part I do believe. I mean, he is a vain person.
Yeah.
So focused on, you know, the physical aesthetic, the physical markers, and all of this stuff, that at the time they just didn't really focus on what could have happened to his brain, his actual. Which that part I'm just like, you're a musician and you didn't even go in for like a CT scan, or what are we talking about here? Yeah, there's still a lot of holes in this that I can't rock with. But so he says that the injury, he injured his frontal lobe, which is the part of your brain that is responsible for decision making and rational thought. Apparently, I read it somewhere in a book, and he says that is that's responsible for the kind of bipolar nature of who he is.
Yeah.
And he apologized to the Jewish community. He apologized to the black community. He said that in his manic state,
mania,
I guess, he chose to align himself with the worst thing that he could think of, which was Nazis and swastikas and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just wants forgiveness, and he claims this is not because he has an album coming out soon.
Though he does.
And this is a sincere mea culpa.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I should say the last little portion of it, he ends with, "I'm not asking for sympathy or a free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home. With love, yay." So I think the messaging is very nearly pitch perfect.
Yeah.
I think he says everything that someone should in a good apology. He references specific things as opposed to saying, "Sorry if I hurt your feelings," or
Right.
"Sorry for what I did." No. If you're giving a sincere apology, you need to own up to specifics that you did to somebody. And he does that in this. Now, I can't help but look at this with incredible skepticism.
Right.
I do think it is pitch perfect. I think he couldn't have done a better apology, but like you said, it's coming at a very suspect time right before a new album rollout. And frankly, I think for a lot of people, the damage is already done.
Yeah.
So I sit here today, and the apology, looking at it on face value, I can say, like, okay, that's good. I like that. Now, am I moved in a way that I am excited for the next Kanye West album? No.
Right.
Not yet. Not yet. If this is step one in a much longer journey for him to come back to earth, essentially, and earn back his fans' trust, then I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And I will welcome him back as a fan if that is the case. But that takes time and trust to be built.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
One apology is not enough for this because he, in just 2023, he kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
And went right back off the deep end.
Right.
So, fool me once, shame on you.
Right. And you also have to, yes, the apology, he got into specifics. I think that the amount of effort that he put into destroying his legacy, he needs to put the same, if not double the amount of effort into restoring his legacy.
Yeah.
And that comes with denouncing people like Nick Fuentes.
Sure.
And Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah.
And,
The looks
taking
guy.
down, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
The Adam Rosses and
Yes,
people like that. It's
Which
like,
I did see that he apparently, in response to them doing the HH song,
yeah.
He was like, "I don't like that you're doing that."
Yeah.
He said that, and it was like, "I'm trying to move past that right now." So that could just be to cover his own ass.
But I think, I mean, this is Kanye West that we're talking about. Like, this is a person who's not afraid to say anything. This is a person who called a song. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube without getting flagged. Heil Hitler. I'm just gonna say.
Okay.
That's oh man, now there's an audio of me saying that.
Rough.
Damn, that sucks.
Rough.
I might have to blank that one out.
Just reverse the audio.
Right? Yeah, I mean, this is a guy who used Nazi ideology, Nazi iconography.
Yeah.
This is a guy who drew inspiration from white supremacists. This is a guy who walked around in a Ku Klux Klan white hood. I mean, he did a whole interview dressed as a member of the KKK.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not gonna say
I
it.
almost got you.
Yep. He said he loves a certain group of people.
Exactly. He said he loves Adolf Hitler. I didn't say it.
It's true.
He said it.
Yeah.
These are things that you don't get to just walk away from.
Sure.
And so if Kanye is listening, my advice to him would be to put in the same amount of effort into restoring your legacy as you did destroying it.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who, you know, it's like, listen, man, you took it a step too far and I can't come back. There are also a lot of people that are just waiting with bated breath for him to make a good album and just stop with all that nonsense and just, I mean, I saw a bunch of people after that apology got posted. I saw a bunch of people that were just like, I can never be mad at Kanye, or I forgive you, Ye. It's fine. Blah,
Welcome
blah,
back,
blah.
brother.
Yeah, and it's like, no.
Don't
No.
be stupid.
This is coming from a podcast of two dudes that loved Kanye West. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's been recorded, our love for Kanye West.
Yeah. And
We've been doing this since My Beautiful Twisted Fantasy. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, then we were doing it longer, haven't we?
I think so.
Actually, around the time that album came out, it's like 2017.
Yeah.
Is when 2016, 2017 is when we started this. Actually, maybe even before that, 2015.
Yeah, it probably started a little before then.
Yeah.
But we were around for it, is my point.
Yes. And singing the praises of this guy the entire time. So this is not coming from a place of like, I don't want to forgive him, but I don't see why I should at this point. There is literally nothing, because again, he has to go on the same press run and denounce all of those things, and specifically denounce those things.
Yeah.
Why did you go on Alex Jones? I mean, if you were in this manic state and now you're on medication or whatever, and you're taking the steps, I believe that part of taking the steps is owning up to all of these specific things and not just being like, I apologize to the black community. I know you guys are disappointed. I apologize to the Jewish community. I love Jewish people. I would never. But no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You got to
show
do
it.
way more than that.
Show it in action.
So I you know, it's a nice. I wouldn't even call it a first step, because this is before. This is like a preliminary step before. Yeah. I mean, it's a good. We're walking in the right direction.
Right.
But I am not going to hold my breath, because in 6 months he could be like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Bully's out.
And I want to add to this too. Like, I've seen some responses to this saying like, oh, you know, you guys are being too rough on him. He's clearly, you know, he has a disease and like he has his mental issues. That does not abscond him of his actions.
Yeah.
Because he needs to be medicated if he cannot function without being a Nazi.
Right. Exactly.
In regular life.
So you're telling me that we're supposed to simultaneously just accept the fact that he's going to run around being a Nazi, but unmedicated, and then but I'm supposed to also believe that
absolve, not abscond. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
and but then at the same time, we're supposed to also be on the side of not medicating this person because what? We don't believe in modern medicine? Like,
look, even take a step back. I'm not even saying he needs medication, because that's not my call to make, but at least therapy, to talk to like a professional, because clearly the way he was acting in a public way went beyond performance and became something that was clearly out of his own control.
right.
As an outside observer.
Right.
You know? So I'm not his family. I'm a former fan. So I owe him nothing other than, I mean, not even giving him a chance, I would say. Just existing in the world. That's all I owe him. And that's not even for him specifically.
Yeah.
If he starts going off the deep end again, I don't owe him anything, regardless of his personal issues.
Right.
And a lot of people are walking around acting like, oh, you know, we should feel sorry for him. We should give him another chance.
Why? Why? Why?
Celebrity.
Right. Exactly. Celebrity worship.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why we're here.
What's the thing where you get like a relationship in your head?
Parasocial
relationship.
Yeah.
It's the parasocial relationship.
Yes, that
with
all
a lot
these
of
people have created with him specifically,
Right.
and it's like, dude, it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. You guys
It makes
have
you
to
look
have
stupid.
more going on in your lives than waking up and defending Kanye West.
It's
You
a
know,
full-time job.
Jesus, just grow up.
Yeah. Stop worshiping people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Think we got it?
I think we got it.
All right. Well, we got to do two things before we get out of here, and you know what they are.
Yeah.
First things first, we got to do the cheers of the week, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
So, Obi, would you like to start us off with
I
your
would love to.
cheers of the week?
I would love to do that. I forget the rules on this. Can I do 2?
You can do whatever you want. This is our show.
Well, in that case, I'm going to do 3.
Okay.
I'm going to do 3 cheers. My first one. I'll do them in quick succession because we're not going to be here all night. My first one goes to Resident Evil 7, which I've been playing.
Right.
Give me a cheers.
You got it.
Don't drink yet. Okay. We're doing 3 cheers in a row. Keep it lifted.
Oh, okay.
Keep it lifted. My second one is going to be the new Muppet Show special.
Right. Yeah.
With Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
My third one is you.
Me?
You. For your incredible show.
Oh.
With the day spells.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me, day spells. Cut the.
It's cleaner.
It's cleaner. So first off, Resident Evil 7 may be, for me personally, the scariest game of all time.
For real?
I have trouble with it.
Yeah.
And I usually don't have trouble with games.
Yeah.
Especially scary games. But this one, like, I've legit had to turn the audio down in my headphones because I'm like, I don't wanna go through that door.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that little cubby down there. I don't want to have to explore, but that's what the game demands from you. Because it is, in the end of the day, a Resident Evil game in which you have to find things and open locks and yada, yada, yada. But you're all in this first-person perspective that changes everything. And I will say, even though it is pretty old now, it still looks great.
Yeah.
It's the first of the RE engine that they're still using to this day.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. It holds up. So I am using a guide because I want to be able to get through it pretty quickly. And I want to make sure I can get to Village and then hopefully the new one pretty soon after it comes out. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. But I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Very creepy. Very Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice.
And I love it and hate it at the same time. Okay, number 2, The Muppet Show special with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
I think it is such a perfect... it's a perfect shot in the arm for 2026 so far.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... It is so well-meaning. It is so fun. It is so silly. It doesn't take
Muppets,
itself
baby.
too seriously. It's the Muppets. They're back. And... Yay! And yeah, I mean, it feels like an old shoe that you're slipping right back into. They don't miss a beat, and I really hope that this is just a proof of concept that they continue with, because
It seems like that's what it is. It seems like they
really
use
hope
this
so.
as a thing to get this show off the ground.
yeah, and I think they did a great job, and it feels nostalgic. It feels really good. So check it out if you're feeling down, as most people are right now. And thirdly, you, because I think your show with Day Spells was a tremendous success and just very exciting, and I can't wait to see what comes out of that new relationship.
Yes.
And yeah, looking forward to the future.
Well, thanks, man.
Yes.
All right. My cheers of the week is going to you. No, not you. No, it's going to... sorry.
Wounded.
One battle after another.
Oh, nice.
I finally got to watch it.
Yes. Just a couple small beers, or a few small beers.
A few small beers. Yeah. Ah, man, I love Benicio del Toro.
So good, isn't it?
God, he's so good in it. Yeah. I mean, everybody across the board. I was watching it and I wasn't sure like who had got an Oscar nomination, and by the end of it, I was like, I think everybody earned one.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
then I looked it up, and everybody has one right now.
Everyone got one, yeah.
I mean, none of them are gonna. I think Benicio has a really solid chance at winning. I do believe. Quote me here. We should do an Oscar pool. I think that Delroy Lindo's finally going to win for Best Supporting Actor.
I really hope so.
I have a feeling that he's getting a lot of press for it.
Yeah.
It would be crazy to do this whole press run just to be like, psych.
They've done it before.
They have done it before. I just feel it in my plums.
Yeah, I really hope you're right.
That he's going to win supporting. So I don't think anybody's going to win it from there. And obviously Chalamet is taking Best Actor. So Leo's not going to win. I think Tiana Taylor has a really solid chance at winning Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah. She's gotten a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
Which, it's kind of surprising because she's not in the movie that much.
She's really not. And I was shocked when I finally looked up the Oscar nominations. I was like, she was fantastic. But I was surprised that she was nominated.
Yeah.
Not to take away from her performance. It was so short that I thought for sure she's coming back in the middle of the movie. Because
spoilers, no.
Sorry, she doesn't come back.
Does not come back. Yeah,
yeah. If you haven't seen it,
right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
But it's just it's fantastic, man.
Great.
It's just it's just fun, dark, moves really quickly.
Yeah.
It has this like kinetic energy to it. Sean Penn is an absolute psycho, and he's great in it.
Incredible.
If I didn't think that was half him just being himself, I'd say that he also deserves to win the Oscar, but I think most of that is just him.
Yeah.
I love black girls.
Love them. Love them.
Okay, buddy. All right. Calm down there, Sean.
You look like a leather mitt.
Yeah, your line was thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Agreed.
All right. Want to review this brewski?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, it was what we have is the Weizen from Pillmeier Bräu, all the way straight from the Bavarian region. Obi, what'd you think? Shout out to Martin.
Yes, shout out to
again
Martin. Thank
for
you so
bringing
much.
this to us.
Yes.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 5. I thought it was I mean, it kind of goes without saying, but it tasted very traditional, very much what you would expect from a traditional German Weizen, and I think it hit that nice clean flavor without being too wimpy. Which is always a struggle because I tend to like the stronger flavored beers, but that's where a lot of some of the weaker lagers or the weaker ales kind of lose me. But this is not one of those. I think partially because it is unfiltered.
Yeah.
You get a little bit more oomph.
Yeah.
To the palate. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I would love to try the rest of their beers because they have an entire line that they do. 5 out of 6 for me.
Hell yeah. I do not really dig on wheat beers, Hefeweizens.
I can hear why.
it just, and I get, if you listen to the show, just listen over the course of the show how this affected me, like from the beginning before drinking it till now. So I can't really drink these because I've learned that I don't know what it is in wheat beers.
Sorry for hurting you.
I'm allergic to something.
Yeah.
In wheat beers, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the wheat. But it could be.
It's certainly not the beer.
Right. So I tend to avoid them, and I think that what's happened is I've gone so long without drinking them that my palate's kind of changed, and like so when I drink them, I don't really like. I think like there's a mental thing going on where I'm like, I know what it does to me, so I don't like them.
Sure.
Period.
Natural aversion.
Yeah. But I will say that this one was surprising. Actually, when you brought it out and it said Weizen, I was like, I really hope that says Meizen, and that's the brewery, and we're about to drink like a Brau Helles or something. And then you were like, no, flip it. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they do. I will say they do make a Helles, so that is available.
But all that to say, this was like surprisingly for me, because I don't, like I said, I don't really dig them.
Yeah.
I liked it. I wouldn't drink it again because I don't want to. I want to breathe.
You don't want to hurt. Yeah.
But I would recommend it to people who like Hefeweizens and Weizen beers. I think this is good. I'm also going to give it a 5 out of 6.
Nice.
Not for me, but for people who like wheat ales, wheat beers. If you can get your hands on it, obviously.
I'll just go to Germany.
Okay. You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In podcast for myself, Marco Dupa, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.